Hi, I'm a 13-year-old girl who struggles with anxiety. Today I wanted to talk about two phobias that I may have. They are called chronophobia and thanatophobia. Over the past 2.5 weeks, I've cried and had a panic attack nearly every night because of these phobias, and now I want to talk about them. Let's start off with what is a phobia. It is an anxiety disorder much deeper than a simple fear. This type of anxiety, like many other mental disorders, are worked out with therapy. Phobias can affect every aspect of your life and seriously send you into a spiral. Fear of death is what thanatophobia is. The fear of the dying process, what happens after death, etc., is very extreme. And while it's normal every once in a while to think about death and be scared of it, thanatophobia affects you daily. This is a silly start, but my extreme fear started kicking in when George Cooper from Young Sheldon, major spoiler alert, passed away. I imagined myself in Missy's shoes being only a teenager and your father had passed away. My dad is 52. He's not very young. Although he's healthy, death could come at any moment. He could be murdered. He could suddenly get cancer. He could get into a serious accident, etc. These thoughts went from worrying about my dad dying to worrying about everyone dying, and of course to worrying about my death. It has not been fun these past 2 to 3 weeks. I wake up with a really heavy heart that's carrying nothing but worry. I've also started to fear the time passing, which brings me on to my next fear. Chronophobia is fear of time. This is another huge thing that I can't seem to shrug off. I struggle to enjoy the happy and fun moments because I know the more fun I have, the sooner time will pass. And the day will be over, then the week will be over, then the month, and then 5 years have already gone by. However, one of the hugest thoughts for me was fashion trends in music, and how they'll change over the years. I always like to think, with so many people on this earth, the decades never truly die, but it still scares me because you never know. I'm almost 14, but I still really enjoy 60s and 70s music, and I really love the Beatles. In the area I live in, pretty much no one at my school, before I was homeschooled, liked the Beatles. And just recently, it made me stop and think about how, in my opinion, everything is so basic now. Modern houses look like a cardboard box. A lot of music, besides a few artists I like, is flavorless, and the holidays don't feel the same anymore. There's a lot more, of course, but I'm 13, almost 14, and already seeing the original Shopkins in antique malls. I can't imagine even more stuff from my childhood ending up in an antique mall in a few decades. These thoughts sent me through a rabbit hole, diving for people talking about their near-death experiences on YouTube and Quora, and just all over the internet, or talking about their own spiritual experiences. However, I'm always discouraged by the atheists who believe that people who talk about things like that are just simply delusional. And maybe they are, we don't truly know, but nonetheless, it makes me feel worse. The most classic way to deal with anxiety is to face what's causing it. And that's the problem. I can't just die and then come back to life, not fearing death anymore. I don't have therapy for another 2 weeks, but I love making presentations like this. Even if it's at 4 a.m. and I'm very sleep deprived, so I figured I'd make one and post it to YouTube. My best friend Rem has also been talking to me a lot recently, which is good, but during the night when it's quiet and dark in my room, and I'm all alone, it's horrible. Although I am introverted, I hate being alone more than anything. I used to be a huge night owl, but now I dislike the night, because that's when the dark thoughts start to cave in. I haven't really told anyone about this besides my mom and my other best friend because I didn't want anyone to worry about me. My dad also has a lot going on right now and I don't want to put any more pressure on him with my problems. Well, this is the end of the video. If you stayed around, then thank you a lot for actually listening to me. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye! But seriously, if you stayed around and watched the whole thing, then thank you. It actually took a lot of effort because, well, I started working on it last night, but I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. I could not go back to sleep, and I'm really tired, but unfortunately, when I take naps, I ruin my sleep routine, and then I can't go back to sleep and stay asleep for the rest of the night. So, literally, thank you. I'm not even sure if this is gonna reach anyone on YouTube. I'm kind of just hoping for the best, but bye.